Hey, everybody. So, if you read that, I'm just back for a short video. Just a short video. See if my moderators are here. So, I set that in place. Yes, I did. The only person I couldn't find to set as a moderator is just Jeff. So if he happens to come back, then I definitely will set him as a moderator. Thought about setting Dewey as a moderator. He's pretty cool. Yes, he is. So yes, this is just a short live before I call it a day because I'm tired. Just tired. And I have said, hey, there's my moderator with your wrench. You see that now, right? Thank you. I've got that set for you. Thank you, Big Dog. Hello, paranormal. Yes. So I had to set my moderators because paranormal. I had some idiot tell me to die. So Big Dog is a moderator for me now because, as our community is growing, we just have trolls come into our community. So I have decided to set a few moderators. You're quite welcome. I know you're not a troll. You're one of the good people. No, I'm talking about, I had a troll in here earlier, like on a previous video, like the video before this video, the video before this one. Okay. So the video before this one, somebody told me to just end my life. So I decided to set Big Dog. Question for you, can you see ghosts? For me, because for Alan, I suppose if you have the correct equipment. Hey, Jeffrey, I had to set moderators, Jeffrey. Can you guess why, Jeff? I'm waiting for your answer. And thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Which troll, Jeff? Thank you for the 2 thumbs up. Exactly. Your troll told me to end my life. Yeah, so Big Dog is my moderator now. And thank you for the 3 thumbs up. I appreciate that. So in the video before this one, we were having a great time before that guy came in. So he was just using numbers 666, 666. How evil is that? Now he's just using numbers. Yes. So now, like, whenever he comes in, well, I can set both of you as moderators. You know that. I would be glad to have you as a moderator, Jeff, with Big Dog. Okay, well, all you have to do is make a comment on the video before this, which was the one about my back. And then I have to go into certain settings and make you a mod, which is what I did with Big Dog. And then instantly, poof, you become a mod. I appreciate it because, you know, we are a peaceful community. We have built a more peaceful YouTube community together. And I think the stronger our community becomes. Oh, yeah, I know he will. You retracted your own message. It's okay. Um, yeah, I think you'll make a good moderator anyway. I know you will. Threaten to come after my. I'll see, nobody threatens your kids. I'll tell you that right now. Nobody threatens your children. Hey, Velvet. Everybody say hi to Velvet. So, okay, Velvet, I have Big Dog set as a moderator because after you had left, sweetie, well, Velvet, after you had left earlier in the other video, a troll had come on and told me to end my life. So now I just have moderators set in place. And I didn't want to have to do that with my channel, right? I didn't want to have to do that with my channel, but you know, if I'm going to have to do it, I'm going to have to do it. But you know, I have a peaceful channel. But you know, like you and I, Velvet, we were talking about, you know, the food. We were talking about how certain things help the thyroid, which, by the way, Jeff, you would be interested in that information because of your thyroid. Where yours is hypo and mine is hyperthyroid. So I know where you're coming from because mine goes from hyper to hypo. Um, so Velvet and I were talking about that. And then, you know, I know she had things to do because of, you know, her pain medication setting in. And, you know, that's cool with me because my pain's starting to go away in my back, which is great because I did some stretches, which is fine with me. But, you know, yeah, yeah, Velvet has a bad back, which I'm hoping you feel better soon, sweetie. Because trust me, doll, the bad back thing is never good. Um, but still, you know, you know, I always try to have a very peaceful, very positive outlook for everything. But trolls will be trolls. We'll get past them. It's no big. We're a strong community. The stronger we are, the harder we are to knock down. Right? The harder we are to knock down. But, yeah. Like I said, I was just going to make this a short video because I am just like, I don't even know what time it is. Yes, we are strong. Oh my gosh, it's only after 9? Why does it feel like it's later than 9? Does anybody else feel like it's like later? Hope that I'm getting an MRI soon. Oh yeah, like I feel like we should already have our time changed. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the spring should be here. I already saw a robin. Like a robin. I mean, but its belly wasn't orange, which means, like, here's the thing. It's like pulling a poor little furry creature out of the ground is not going to tell you when spring is here. You're like, if spring is going to be here. If you see a robin, okay, maybe this is just a Native American thing because I'm Native American. But if you see a robin and the belly of it isn't orange yet, spring is not going to be here yet until the belly of that robin starts to turn colors. That's the trick of knowing. Get what I mean? Like, if you see that fat bird, that little fat robin with the orange feathers for the belly, spring. But outside the house every day is this robin, but the belly of it is white. Winter. Winter. So Punxsutawney Phil isn't going to tell you anything except for don't yank me out of the ground. Because they scared poor Punxsutawney Phil. They woke the poor furry creature up and at hibernation. But if you see a robin and its belly isn't orange yet, that means it's obviously, spring isn't going to be here yet or early enough. But if the feathers on the bird starts to turn orange in the belly, spring may actually get here sooner. But that's an interesting fact for you to know. I live in New Jersey. Yep, I live in New Jersey. I live in the south part of New Jersey. So really, I don't know how far I would be from Cape May. But yeah, I'm in southern Jersey. I used to live in PA. Oh my gosh, I lived in PA for a very long time. I used to live in Philadelphia for 14 years. It just went to crap in a basket. Hey, how are you doing? I don't want to mispronunciate your first name wrong. I'll just call you William. Your last name, William, because I don't want to pronunciate your first name wrong, you know? But at least your last name is easy to pronunciate. I'm a little tired and wouldn't want to mispronunciate your first name, if you know what I mean. But yeah, like I said, I had to put moderators on here because, you know, like you and I were talking about earlier, Velvet, is, you know, pain. And I was catching a few people up on what we were talking about. And then a person had come in and told me such a horrible thing. And so I had to set moderators in place. But you know what, though? We're still going to keep this a very, very open and very positive channel. I'm still going to do the artwork. What I haven't done on this channel yet is jewelry. Right? I have my jewelry tools. I still have some memory wire for making bracelets, and I still have some beads, which my beads are actually turquoise of different colors. I know, but you know what though? When people act like that, they're not thinking with a grown person's mentality. Think about that. When people act like that, they're not thinking with a grown person's mentality. We could psychoanalyze a person like that all day. Like, did they live in their mother's basement? Probably. But you know what? You know what though? In the earlier video, I started making fun of the troll, which I guess that's what I'm doing right now, is making fun of that person that was trying to troll. In the video before this, you know, like when they say stuff like that, they have such low self-esteem or no self-esteem that they want to try to get to another person, and then it doesn't work. But then when it doesn't work, what can they do? They can't do anything about it because it didn't work. So the point of the psychology or psychiatry is they can sit there and have their little baby temper tantrum all they want and try to troll other people, but their mentality is so low that they need psychological help. And they also need to get out of their mommy's basement. I've lived on my own since I was 18. I'm 44. That is a long time to be on your own. You know what I mean? If you leave when you are 18 to be on your own and completely independent, and yeah, but you have the mentality to be completely logical, assess situations in a logical manner. And you don't have to rely on other people's pockets for stuff. You don't have to rely on, I mean, yes, I was blessed with a great friend to be able to help me out with so that I don't have to be homeless. Yes, that's awesome. That's a given. Yes. But I'm also blessed with the fact that, I, for the most part, I can cook for myself. I don't have to rely on somebody else to do that for me. Oh my gosh, before my spinal injury, I was about to join the army. But I got in an accident which injured my spine. So I'm missing part of my spine. But oh well, it also causes my tailbone to hurt me, which is a literal pain in the ass. Physically. But do I let that depress me? Abso-freaking-lutely not. No. Abso-freaking-lutely not. And thank you for the 6 thumbs up. Absolutely not. Why? Because this year will be my 9th year out of the wheelchair that I was in for 5 years. I could have let that wheelchair depress me. But did I do it? No. You know why? It was a motorized wheelchair. But the one that I had before that was a manual wheelchair. Did I let that one depress me? No. I went out. I went out and did things. I didn't let it hold me back. Life, no matter what it threw at me, I was not going to let it hold me back. Really? See, it's a pain in the ass, right? You got 128 subs? Oh, girl, you gotta have more than that. I got 235 subscribers. And I appreciate everybody. How did I end up with more than you? See, I don't get that. I don't get that. We got to get you more subscribers. We got to fix that. See, we got to get you more subscribers. We'll make this happen. Velvet, we will make this happen. We will get you more subscribers. We will get you more subscribers. Oh, please, doll, you are likable. I like you. If I like you, I know you're likable. Please, I watch your videos. I take time to watch your videos. Oh, you know what's dry? The ground when it's not raining. The desert's dry. Toast is dry when it's not buttered. Air is dry. Unless you're taking a shower and then it gets damp. See, you're not dry. I'm making you laugh. Yeah. See, if you can catch on to my sense of humor, you are not a dry person. Oh my goodness. See, if you can catch on to my kind of sense of humor, you are not a dry person at all. People just have to understand you for who you are. That's all. That's all they have to do. They just have to catch on to how you are on your channel. It took people a little while to do that for my channel. Is sorry about me shaking a little bit. People had to understand how I am on my channel. I used to get a lot of thumbs down. Again, that was probably just trolling. A lot of people, used to say, well, why don't you do this? And I'd be like, because, or, well, why don't you drive here? And I'd be like, well, because I have epilepsy and I can't drive, but, Oh, good night, Jeffrey. And Velvet needs more subscribers. We need to help her out with that. But anyway, yeah, oh my gosh, I just brain farted what I was gonna say. See, there you go. I can say things like brain fart. But yeah, people just have to understand the aspect of how you are on your channel. Like if you're just vlogging like I am right now, or the video before this, just vlogging, doing the artwork, or the cooking videos, or doing the makeup tutorials, doing the health talk, things like that, or a follow me around, stuff like that. People have to, okay, but let's say, okay, you wanted to do a follow me around. Like if you want to go get some cosmetics or go shopping somewhere and you decided, okay, you wanted to do a follow me around. Okay, I used to do that at Michael's Crafting and Five Below, which I don't know if you have a Five Below near you. Those aren't everywhere. Dollar Tree is everywhere, and it seems to be Dollar General is everywhere. But let's say, okay, you go to one of those places and you decide you want to do a follow me around. And then you basically, this is what I do with my device, is I prop my phone and I do my record. And sometimes I'll do it live stream, which is what I had done most of the time anyway. And then I have really thought about doing this, and I think this would be a good idea for a lot of channels that do follow me around, is make the shirt that says, got it up last night. Yes, I did watch that. I watch your videos all the time. You always get my watch time. Always. If you put up a video, I'm always watching. I'm the subscriber that's always there. You're welcome. I always get that notification. I'm like, ooh, Velvet has a video. Let me watch that. And I'm like, tap it. And I'm like, yep, watching Velvet. I still have like a lot of videos to go through, but it seems like, oh, Velvet. Maybe it's just your name because it's so smooth, like red velvet cake. I don't know. But yeah, one thing I had been thinking about doing was taking maybe a plain black shirt and putting on it YouTube channel in progress, and then my channel name, and like put it on the front, put it on the back, and that way when I do a follow me around, hello. Oh my gosh, I don't have readers on. Okay. Everybody else can see but me because I'm tired. Anyway, we're going to say hello. Thank you for the night. Don't bother. Don't, I'm not bothered. Don't mind me. I'm just tired and wanted to do this. But, okay, sister. Hello, sister. Oh, now that it was in bold letters, I could see it better. I just have to buy a new set of readers. When I moved, I ended up leaving mine behind. But yeah, Velvet, don't worry about it. You don't have, a dry tone to your voice. Well, actually, I'm encouraging Velvet because I like her channel. If you haven't yet, check her out. She has a great channel. Thank you. I was just doing some cleaning and some good cooking, and one of those kind of days. And then decided to do a couple of videos. Yep. Yep. Then I'm always glad to see people come on for the live stream because that's great. It's always great to see people come on here. So, yeah. Like the thing I said, I always feel like I don't know what it is. It feels like it's later. It should feel like it's earlier. Yeah, like Velvet and I were talking earlier about what I cooked today, and it was fantabulous. If I repeat it, it'll probably just make Velvet hungry or make you both hungry. But yeah, it was good. I think it would probably be good in, like, if I did it in a stewed version, put it inside of a pot pie. It would probably be good inside of a pot pie. Okay, I should probably tell sister what it was. Just so she's clued in on this. Okay, sister, it was chicken apple sausage with garlic. And then I put in potatoes, but instead of frying the potatoes, I steamed them with water. So that actually cuts back on cholesterol and fat. So it's like you put the lid on, let that steam. And that's not all. Okay. It sounds like an infomercial, weird enough. And then when those were fork tender, I put in a pat of butter, unsalted butter, because I have two hearts. And then I put in the chopped asparagus, right? Asparagus. Um, and then mix that in. Should not have told me. Okay, and that's not all. Okay, and the scallions and the chives. And stir those around in there. Let that cook for a few minutes, and then add it in the mushrooms. Okay, but wait for it. And then let that cook a little bit, and then took the lid off, put in 2 more pats of unsalted butter, because I like move the veggies out of the way in the middle with those 2 pats of butter in the middle, and then added balsamic vinegar and made a brown butter balsamic sauce and stirred all the stuff around in that brown butter balsamic sauce, and bam! You want to talk about fantabulous food. It was fantabulous and healthy, but it was fantabulous. Just fabulous doesn't say it. It was fantabulous. But yeah. That's a good one. I don't know what it is, but I love to cook. But I love to cook with fresh ingredients, though. But that's just my thing. I love fresh ingredients. The fresher, the better. But that's my thing. I love fresh ingredients. Sometimes I'll take like fresh steak, right, or lamb meat, and even bison meat, and I will make. This is gonna make you guys really hungry. um, oh, I love making cornbread. Oh, here you go, Velvet. You want to get into cornbread? Okay, my one thing with cornbread, and I make it fresh, and I mean fresh from scratch cornbread. And I mean the real deal cornbread, not that it came from a box thing. I mean using cornmeal, made it from scratch cornbread. And during the holidays, I don't, because I have wheat allergies, I don't make, your typical bread stuffing. I make cornbread stuffing. I make the cornbread stuffing, the stuff with the sage in it, and the onion and the celery. But then you got to take the broth stock off of the turkey and put it in there. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But then, like, yeah. Yeah, that kind of stuffing is like, the good stuff. It is. It's the good. Like, it's sweet but savory at the same time. You know what I mean? Sweet but savory at the same time. Oh, but it's so good. I don't add the giblets to it because I don't like that. Okay, sister. Say bye to sister. She got to go eat again. Apparently, we made her hungry. It's okay though. Oh, we were just talking about food. We were just talking about food. Yes, we were. In fact, before Sista left, we were talking about cornbread dressing, like the stuff we make during the holidays, but making the real cornbread. Yeah, you're hungry. Oh my gosh. Yes, food. Food. Sister's still here. I thought you were hungry. And one thing I've really been thinking about making is a newer version of my Native American fry bread using the cornmeal because I have my wheat allergies. And making my apple cinnamon Native American fry bread with the honey drizzle because that tastes just like an apple fritter, but it's healthier. Mm. I'm really glad to see that everybody in the community gets together to like and comment and subscribe to everybody's channels. That's just awesome. Are you Cherokee? Oh my gosh. See, my doctors just did a bunch of like lab work on me to find out that I'm full blood Blackfoot because the white lady that raised me, I had to do a Maury Povich. You are not my mother. Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we do have to, support each other. I believe in, strong community of support. But yeah. Oh yeah, I make a really good, like, I'll make different kinds of fry bread. So you know where I'm coming from, Velvet. Fry bread. Oh, you know what I do with some of my fry bread? Is I use it as pizza dough. Thank you for automatically hitting that like button. I appreciate that. It makes me feel better. Actually, I've really been thinking about doing different fry bread recipes so that people can understand the yumminess of fry bread. You know what I mean? Just like just it's not your grandma's fry bread. Oh, really? See, I am trying to find. Hey, big dog, I see you're back. Thank you for coming back. See, Velvet, I'm trying to find my parents because I know I was taken at birth. This I know. Um, so the lady that raised me gave me this janky birth certificate that said 1968, and then she tells me that I was 8 years old in 1982. So that means I had to have been born in 1974. So see, her math didn't add up. Her math just didn't add up, which makes things make sense. She doesn't have any baby photos of me. I've never seen my real birth certificate ever. Just there are no pictures of me up until a certain age. So where did they get me from? It's a good question. Where did they get me from? I don't look like them. I don't sound like them. I don't have a birthmark, which is a sign of there were other babies. Obviously, because I was born with two hearts and two sets of frontal rib cage. I have spare ribs. Yes, I am 44 years old. Glad you guys know the math. It's because I take care of myself. Thank you. Shunned by the tribe. Oh, that's a shame they were shunned by the tribe. But you know what, though? They could always put the application in for the other tribes. To be a member of the other tribes, they could always put in application to be a member of another tribe. In case you didn't know that, you do now. Actually, my son served. I was a recruit for the Army National Guard Armored Tank Division until I got a injury to my spine, so I didn't get to go to boot camp. But my son is a Marine. So I didn't want to get that confused with anybody. I think it gets a little confused. But I passed all my tests. Oh my gosh. The injury I have to deal with on a daily basis. Sorry. Is the accident that I was in before I could go to boot camp. Yeah, the accident I was in before I could go to boot camp. Thank you for the 10 thumbs up. I appreciate all of you. So yeah, I don't want to get people confused on, who served, who didn't. Actually, my son took my place and he's a Marine. Oh, no. I was on the Amtrak train in 2002 on my way out to Philadelphia because the unit that I was a recruit for was being called to duty. Oh, good night, 1999. Since I can't hit your first name. Oh, it's Halo. Oh, sorry. I don't have my readers on Halo. Halo. Good night. Hello, good night. Oh my gosh. That sounds funny. Everybody say good night to Halo. Um, oh, that's funny. Anyway. Right? Oh, I'm just trying to make this a bit on the lighter side. But yeah, in 2002, when the unit that I was a recruit for was being called out to duty, I had to transfer my stuff to another recruiter, and the only one available was on the East Coast. So that recruiter turned out to be a douche. But anyway, I ended up on this particular train car. See, Amtrak has a bad history. The train was going too fast around a curve, and the train car I was on bucked and shifted, and I ended up on a table, which injured my spine and my leg, specifically my knee. I had a janky lawyer and was told by Amtrak, here's $500, have a nice life. Well, no, Amtrak took my military career away from me. Amtrak took my military career away. So, or I would have been inside of a tank manning the gun. Or since I passed aerospace engineering, who knows? Maybe I would have been doing something with NASA. Especially since I passed mechanics. Yeah, I aced mechanics and aerospace engineering, so who knows? Yes, that is exactly why I was in the wheelchair for 5 years. I have deterioration of the disc now. And on my really, really bad days, and I'll show you something, a lot of people don't see this. That's my cane. I do sometimes have to walk with the cane. Sometimes I walk with a cane. But you guys don't always see my cane. Yeah. I go to the store, I'll grab a shopping cart, just like walk around without a cane. It's as simple as that. I go to a store, I'll grab a shopping cart so nobody will ever know. They never know. Well, Amtrak just doesn't care about people. Now, think about all the accidents that you hear about on the news. Think about that. Why did it happen? Because Amtrak doesn't give a crap. Well, they're Canadian owned anyway, but that Canadian owned company does not give a crap. They only gave me $500 and told me have a nice life. $500 for taking away a military career. I've never traveled Amtrak since. I refuse to travel Amtrak. Oh, I'll take the Greyhound bus. Never had a problem with Greyhound. Once you've done it, you can never go back again to do it. They have a policy about that. Yeah, it's stupid, but whatever. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go forward with my life. That's what I'm going to do. Every year, my doctors tell me I have 7 years until I'm back in my wheelchair. But they have to give me a new wheelchair. Isn't that lovely? They just have to give me a new one. But that 7 years that they told me is already up. That's, oh, I know you just heard that loud cracking sound. That was my knee. Yeah, that knee I told you was injured. Yeah, that one. Sorry about that noise if it was disturbing. It just doesn't hurt me anymore. Not unless it pops in the wrong direction. But the 7 years of what the doctors have told me about me being in a wheelchair has already gone by. Okay, Velvet. Okay. Talk to you later, Velvet. Bye. Good night, Velvet. Say good night to Velvet, big dog. Oh, actually, Velvet's leaving. Actually, I like to do incline push-ups. Let's see. I like to do the incline push-ups to help with my back, just strengthen it. So that it holds the bones stronger, and I'll wear a corset when I go out. That way it doesn't hurt as bad. But my doctors actually recommend that I wear a corset when I go out. That way I can walk around longer. Which is an awesome idea, because it used to be, and this is weird, that the bones used to shift back and forth. and slide against each other, which was rather painful and gross to hear because I could physically hear the bones. It was gross. But wearing the corset, now they just stay in place. I actually used to walk before the injury. I used to walk 10 miles a day. 10, not 2, but 10. Now, if you walk 10 miles a day, think about how fit you would be. "10 miles a day plus incline push-ups, ballet stretches." Think about that. Shooting hoops. Okay, basketball. Okay. That's a lot of exercise. Plus where I lived at that time. Plus where I lived at that time, there was a lot of hills. So if you were walking 10 miles a day, you're also going up hills. You're walking inclines. And so that was a lot more for the walk. Now, as for the epilepsy getting triggered, I don't know how that happened, but hey. Actually, I could start doing that, but I have to be very, very careful because of my back. And I'm actually glad you walk that much. It's very strengthening. It really is. But where I used to walk 10 miles a day, it was great. I mean, I had one doctor that weighed like 300 plus pounds that before I was a recruit called me fat. Dude used to go to Subway and eat the foot-long meatball sub, 2 bags of potato chips, and have the largest diet soda he could get. I mean, drinking aspartame every day? No. Ugh. And then when I dropped like a buttload of weight, he was like, "You sure did lose a lot of weight." And I'm like, "And you were calling me fat?" And he's like, "Yeah, I see you were walking past the Subway." And I'm like, "Yeah, I saw you in there stuffing your face with a foot-long meatball sub every day." 2 bags of potato chips and the largest soda you could get. Right? I mean, think about it. A doctor of medicine calling a patient fat when he was fat himself. I told him he needed to look in the mirror. Like, sorry, was he serious? I don't know how my epilepsy got triggered, to tell you the truth. My ex-husband tried to kill me. And one day I had 6 seizures. He's an asshole and is getting his karma. Could have been triggered from that. But when I was a little kid, I did used to shake a lot, but I used to get in trouble for it. I was abused when I was a kid. The scar on my earlobe will tell you that. That's a leftover scar from when I was a kid. That was from the abuse I used to take. That was the last time they lifted their hand to me. Somebody ended up with a broken nose. And it wasn't me that got the broken nose. It was the person that did that to me. But you know what? I'm still alive. Thank you for the 11 thumbs up. I'm still alive, though. Nothing's stopping me. Nothing is going to stop me. Anyway, guys, I am getting extremely, extremely tired. I am. I'm getting extremely tired now. And we don't want that to trigger a seizure now, do we? Yeah, extreme exhaustion can actually trigger. See, brain farts. It can trigger brain farts too. And laughing. Which there's nothing wrong with laughing. We can all laugh at brain farts. So now that I know that I have the moderators things set up, we can go forward with having that on here, which is awesome. And sorry for yawning, because yawning is contagious. No, really, I'm getting tired because it is, I feel like it's later than 9:58 p.m. I don't know about you guys, that I feel like it's later than 9:58 p.m. I don't know who is on their channels. Let's see. That's Plate is on, and then you from Antonio Busta is on. There, see, I just gave 2 channels shout out. No, I just don't do NFL. Let's see, for a lot, but all will be fired. Oh, well, if they don't stand, I hope they are fired. So did they stand? NFL had big changes this year. Stand for the flag, the United States of America. And Trump said yesterday, if y'all don't stand for what, 5 y'all asses will be fired. God bless President Trump. You know what though? I like the man because he stands for this country. Yes, big dog, you do get a shout out because you're awesome. You're my dog that's the moderator. They could be off his leash if anybody does something stupid. Um, remember that. If people are stuck on stupid, you're the dog off the leash. Autocorrect does suck. Oh, they did stand. Yeah, because nobody wanted to get fired, did they? They didn't want to lose their millions of dollars. Oh, she is. Oh my gosh, I can't even say it on here. I can't say a specific thing on here that I just can't. No, is because my son is a Marine, but um yeah, I don't like Hillary. And there's the reason why I said it like that. Anyway, I would no, just I never liked Hillary or Burn in Hell Bernie Sanders. Cruz wasn't even born in America. Don't say that. Come on. So, and it grew up. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Stand people like that. Oh yeah, well I can't stand them either. I mean, like, let's just put it this way. Um just what she was spewing and the lies in a interview she was on in Philadelphia, and one that she was on during campaign season in the South, and she was asked, what is it that you bring with you for your black voters? And she's like, oh, I carry a bottle of hot sauce with me everywhere I go, and it's working, isn't it? And I'm like, oh, excuse. I'm like, I couldn't believe she said that. Like, that was very racist of her. Like, yes, yes, President Trump was born in America. But you know what I found of Hillary Clinton? I found an old picture of her and Bill Clinton, but Hillary had blackface and she was dressed like a mammy. And that's bad to say though. She was dressed like that. And Bill Clinton had on a pair of coveralls with a straw hat and a piece of straw in his mouth. and had her sitting on his lap, posed for a picture. And I was like, that had to be one of the most racist things I had ever seen. Those two people are horrible. If you can even call them people. I think that's why I'm glad that President Trump is going through with the FBI investigation thing to shut her down. And here's my thing is, if Congress and Senate don't do their jobs, I don't think they should get a raise every year. If they don't get a raise, it would actually fix the economy. Yeah, I could give a crap about the Eagles. Cry, Eagles, cry, because who cares? They suck. I could give a crap about the Eagles. When the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series, I lived in Philadelphia when this happened. People of Philadelphia literally tore up Center City, flipped taxi cabs, and set them on fire. Some people went as far as snatching women off the street and raping them, beating people almost to death, breaking into stores and robbing them, just complete havoc. So if the Eagles win, just know, I don't want them to win, just know. Just know. Yes, people in Philadelphia are just animals. You don't need the Philadelphia Zoo. Just go to Philadelphia. It is a zoo. Philadelphia is a zoo by itself. Yeah, you absolutely don't need the Philadelphia Zoo. You just have to go there and visit. Philadelphia is a zoo. That's why, like I'm not up for the NFL because they're overpaid. They're overpaid crybaby criminals. Um, most of them have a criminal record longer than their arm or their leg put together. They get paid more than our men and women in uniform. That was the Patriots of New England. Yeah. God, see, that's the now. What quarter are they in? Fourth quarter? It's the fourth. Oh, see, that's just no. How much time do they have? being sarcastic. Just don't let the Eagles win, please. Love everything. Just what's the real score? Tell me the truth. Look into my eyes and tell me the truth. I'm playing around, man. I just don't want the Eagles to win. Yeah, just no. The these NFL players, no, they actually get paid more than our men and women in uniform. If an NFL player stubs a toe, they're a bunch of crybabies. Most of them have criminal records, but yet they're allowed to walk free. Like, what in the? And it's just absolutely nuts that the NFL lets criminals play for them. No, no, it's not right. And these NFL players are supposed to be role models for kids. Why? Because they got like that? Yeah. But oh. Well, at least I wasn't doing the voice impression of Howard's mother. If they had ever needed a replacement for the voice of Howard's mother. It was actually very unfortunate that no, I haven't watched any football at all this year. None. Just none. Because I know these college football players will end up mostly being NFL. They get drafted straight out of college. See, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, well, he actually played for a Canadian team for a little while. I don't watch basketball. I don't really find it that interesting anymore. Hockey is my thing. Hockey. I used to watch wrestling. Hey, Phil. I used to watch wrestling like WWF and I used to watch hockey, but you know. Yawning's contagious, sorry. Thank you. Actually, my back is starting to feel a lot better after I stretched. Thank you, Phil. You're an Eagle Scout. Thank you. Oh, see, no. See, then Philadelphia is just going to go ballistic and tear up their city, and then people that like them are just going to go ballistic, tear things up. That's just no. That's just a big cup of nope. Big cup of nope. Just a giant cup of nope. Let's see. After I rest my back, I need to do part 2 of the dragon water painting. Yeah, that I need to get done. If you haven't yet seen that video, that should still be up. Unlike the video when I drew the dragon on a small one. Tattoo on the right. You mean on the left? This is my right. This is my right. My right has no tattoos. You mean my left? It has a bunch of tattoos. You mean this one? No, YouTube never gave me a reason why they took it down. Let's see. Big dog. I did all of my tattoos. Every single tattoo on my arm. I did. Every single tattoo. They took your gaming channel down. What? You didn't do anything wrong? Okay, big dog. They took Phil's gaming channel down. What do you think about that? I think that's wrong. Okay. I have another YouTube creator on here that he has a gaming channel. And he has a really good channel, The Gaming Vault 434. And you can always go check out his channel. He's Scottish. He's really cool. God, geez, see, that's not right. They took down your gaming channel. Like, did they give you a reason why they took down your gaming channel? I mean, too many reports and copyright and everything, but do with copyright. Okay, see, now here's the thing. Oh my gosh. The Gaming Fault 434, he doesn't live stream all the time. What he does is, and you can do this, is sometimes he'll use a combination between YouTube and link that with Twitch. That way they can't take it down. Go over and ask him. Just go over and ask him, Phil. I mean, if he doesn't answer back right away, just give him some time. Hey, Jessica. Okay. Love to you too, Jessica. Okay, I'm back, guys. That was just a friend of mine telling me that unfortunately the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And now there's havoc going on because he lives in Pennsylvania and like not too far outside of Philadelphia. And now there's just a bunch of havoc going on. So, yeah, I feel sorry for him because he's not going to end up with any sleep tonight because it's going to be too darned noisy. Too darn noisy. Yeah. So I feel sorry for my friend. I wish they didn't win. I'm not a football fan at the moment. So yeah, that the reason I left the video for a few was because my friend called me to tell me that unfortunately the Eagles won the Super Bowl. And now the havoc has started of people are now starting to tear things up. Just uncivilized pot of people that anytime a Philadelphia team wins something like that, yeah. So it's like where my friend lives now in a small township is now being torn up. So it's quite unfortunate. Quite unfortunate. Really is. So it sucks that the Eagles won. Too bad it wasn't the Patriots, if anything. Because I'm pretty sure people in New England wouldn't be acting like a bunch of animals. Unlike people in Philadelphia, act like a bunch of freaking animals. I don't understand. They're not logical people. They have no idea what logic is, unfortunately. Okay, except for Denny. That's a given. But other than that, other people I have to put into question. But no, Denny is a fellow YouTube creator, and she lives in Philadelphia. But other people I'd have to put into question. Like, if Philadelphia team wins, just don't be stuck on stupid and tearing things up. I'm being serious. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this because I'm really tired. So stay happy, stay healthy, stay positive, and as always, stay blessed. And I will see you maybe tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Love everybody. Good night.